Coming to you from New York Central Park, it's the summer edition of House of Style. We'll look at what some models consider sexy, tattoos as the latest rage in accessorizing, and how the fashion community supports a cause while looking fabulous. Hi, I'm Cindy Crawford. Welcome to the summer edition of House of Style. Central Park is a hotbed of frolic and fun as I'm discovering with my blading guru, Joel Rattle, author of The Complete Blader. Inline skating is probably one of the summer's sexiest sports. It gives you a chance to strut your stuff in the sun while wearing some great outfits, but that's just my opinion. We decided to ask 3 top models who specialize in sex appeal to tell us what turns them on.
Sexy is something that you want to touch. If you don't want to touch it, it's not sexy.
When you put on sexy clothes, I think your attitude changes.
I like this outfit because it's frivolous, because it has a sense of humor. I mean, after all, if you can't laugh about it, it can't be sexy.
I don't think it's so much what you're wearing or maybe that has a little bit to do with it. I think it's more, it's inside, it's an attitude.
Here's an outfit that I consider really sexy, and it definitely says that somebody has a individual opinion on life.
The shaved head, combat boots are sexy, like contrast, between something really conventional and something really like outrageous.
Sometimes trashy is really sexy.
Yeah, you get in a trashy mood. That's true. Sometimes trashy can work, but trashy usually has to work at home.
I am a powerful force.
The kind of sex in advertising, I don't know. It's really obvious, and I don't think it's part of many people's real lives, but I think it's a big part of people's fantasy lives.
Yeah, I think you don't have to show everything. I think just keeping a little bit back it's nice to have something for the imagination.
Flesh is sexy, though.
One thing I think that's kind of sexy about being in front of a camera is that it's a lot of freedom. You can just do what you want and not worry about some guy attacking you on the street. And that level of freedom is really sexy. Who's real sexy? Prince is sexy, but in a very freaky way. Men really don't make an effort like that, to sort of give you that visual sexual delirium like women do for men. And Prince extends himself like that.
Axel's sexy. There's that kind of really tardy sexy, like Madonna.
You know what commercial is really sexy is I Want to Be Like Mike. It's always nice to see Michael Jordan in a tank top and shorts.
Fashion goes from this to that, to that, to that. To long skirts, to short skirts, to this and to that. But it's the person that's wearing it that gives the appeal.
The essence of really being sexy is how comfortable you are with yourself.
Thanks, ladies. Tattoos were once the badge of the outlaw, but now they're as mainstream as perms and platforms. Let's take a look at tattoo mania and discover why so many people are willing to go under the needle these days.
I was really spontaneous. I'd never really wanted a tattoo. I just kind of did it.
Do it.
Every young kid today has a tattoo. Every rock musician has 4 or 5 of them. Every once in a while, one of the models will turn up with a new tattoo.
It's most definitely the ear piercing in the 90s.
I have a tattoo with my husband's initials on it.
Due to certain role models, be it Axl Rose or Cher, tattoos have become more acceptable to most people.
It's like a secret. People reveal them to you, and you all share them. You find the weirdest people, or the most normal people you wouldn't expect to have them.
Another reason for the popularity of tattoos is the quality of the tattoo artists. Indeed, many of them have graduated from recognized art schools.
If this was drawn on a piece of paper, you'd still say it was amazing. It's harder to draw on skin.
In my business, 60 to 70% is women. They usually get something dainty and feminine.
Mine's very small and in a discreet place, so I see it for myself, and that's, what's important. It's not to show anyone else, it's to have for myself.
Today, women are becoming independent and choosing to do what they want.
Some people just want to get one tattoo and that's all they ever want to get. I said that after my first, second, third, fourth tattoo. Now I just know I'm always going to get tattooed.
Once you get one, it's just when's the next one? Where's it going to be? What is it going to be?
I like the colors, when I get up, if, you don't feel good sometimes, but you always have color and it always, makes you feel better.
Regular tattoos aren't for everybody, so you got to have something for the weekend warriors.
The temporary tattoo is a fashion accessory.
You can use them like a cosmetic. Wherever you want the eye to go, that's where you would use a tattoo. I kind of like to decorate every inch of skin possible. And with summer being so bare and so much skin showing, I thought, like, well, I might as well, like, fill in the spaces with tattoos.
Working as a professional, tattoo sometimes isn't good for your image, so we can take it off and the next day you can get a new one put on with no pain at all.
Who has real ones and who doesn't? Only their tattoo artist knows for sure.
People spend more time trying to find a good hairdresser than they do finding a good tattoo artist.
Go to somebody that's reputable. Make sure that they sterilize, because there's a lot of diseases out there. Talk to people that have tattoos and think about what it is that you want, why you want it, where you're going to put it, and how you're going to display it for the rest of your life.
Life's uncertain, but tattoos are forever.
Before you decide to get a tattoo, make sure you really want it. Unlike some relationships, they're pretty much for keeps. Coming up, we'll go behind the scenes of my Pepsi commercial. We'll chat with Olympic swimmer Dara Torres, and we'll investigate some things you just can't live without this summer. But now let's look at the fashion event of the season, the second annual Don't Bungle the Jungle, which brought together designers, models, and celebrities for a jungle-inspired fashion show. The proceeds of over $150,000 go towards saving the rainforest.
Fashion can raise a lot of bucks.
We are going to have some fun tonight. Come on, let's go into the party, all right? Follow me, honey.
Everybody made something special just for tonight, so this is the only place you can see it and the only place you can buy it.
We've got a little reptile dress to auction off tonight to hopefully raise lots of money.
I'm, ready to be a top model if it has to be that way.
I'm from Malaysia. There's a big forest, which is the beauty of Malaysia. That's why when I was supposed to do this project, I really say yes.
Once you get past the glitz and the glamour, you have to realize and understand that you're here for a purpose.
We have to think globally and act locally.
3, 2, 1.
MTV's House of Style is brought to you by Finesse Hairspray, the hold that loves to be held.
Now, hair that's styled can be beautiful to touch. The Finesse Styling Collection. Each has a touch of conditioner, so if you need a little hold or a lot, your style stays touchably soft. Spritz, gel, mousse, spray. Get the hold that loves to be held.
I've never seen nothing that color before.
Fantastic!
Nothing should taste that good.
All right. Those flavor crystals frighten me.
Whoa!
Wait, did I say outstanding?
Cinnaburst Crunches? Not in this state.
Yes! Cinnaburst gum with flavor crystals may not be suitable for adults.
Who says girls can't play baseball? This summer, the Rockford Peaches are in full swing. Gotcha! And the national pastime may never be the same.
What if at a key moment in the game, oops, my bosoms come flying out?
That sounded good. Tom Hanks, Gina Davis, Madonna. A League of Their Own. Directed by Penny Marshall. Rated PG.
Hey, who's the manager? I am!
Starts Wednesday at theaters everywhere.
After
After you finish school and move away from home, there's nothing tougher
I just thought that everything was going to be so much easier than this.
or more exciting than trying to build a life of your own. Coming Wednesdays, you'll meet 8 young people who are beginning the adventure of their lives. Share their dreams, share their place, Melrose Place. From the creators of 90210, coming Wednesdays to Fox.
Listen, Coca-Cola's putting together the biggest music event of the summer with the hottest acts in the business. Elton John, Natalie Cole, Eric Clapton.
5 minutes, Mr. Stewart.
In Excess, Randy Travis, and more. And you can win collector's edition CDs and cassettes with these great artists. It's all free, but there's only one place you can get them. Right here.
This summer, there's music in the real thing. You could win one of 20 million prizes in specially marked packages of Coca-Cola products.
Madonna, 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 Madonna world premiere video on the next time with MTV Monday at 4.
There are 70 million people in the U.S. aged 18 to 34.
I will be the president that stands for everything. Thank you.
Welcome back to House of Style, coming to you from Central Park, where as many as 100 commercials are shot in a year. You may think making a commercial is glamorous. Well, it is, but it can also be exasperating. Take a look. This week, my job is doing a new Pepsi commercial, and we've done a series of 4 or 5, and most of them have these little old ladies in it, and it's sort of me getting to be glamorous and getting lots of attention, so I like it.
Action! Care for another Pepsi, Cindy?
Making a commercial is not what you think. 30 seconds of TV can take days or months to produce. On the set, every detail has to be perfect. And since I was the star, I guess that means me too. Everything I do, like I get all this attention, and it's kind of a joke, because it's really, because I'm wearing a short skirt with no underwear. See-through?
Well, I don't mean see-through, but Tony Michael, it's too sexy.
Hated it.
The commercial will never get on the air with that dress. It knocked the crew down. You know, it was like a tornado coming right through that room. It's spectacular.
Now we're going back to the trailer, and I go through this exercise of trying on maybe 5 things, and they'll pick. But I'm the only Indian, and there's like 10 cheeks here, so it's a little difficult. Try number 2. Maybe they like it, or maybe they won't. Well, they liked it, so we could finally get down to some shooting.
This is terrible.
I'm working with this guy. His name is Joe Pitka. He's a great director. He does like a lot of big Pepsi commercials, all the big Pepsi commercials, but he's a little temperamental. He's been known to call models Bim and Bo, and he goes, yo, Bim, Bo, get over here. Now, it's not very nice, and he hasn't done it to me yet, thank God.
Start this way, Bim. I have a philosophy about a commercial. Even if you don't like the product or want the product or need the product, I want people to like the commercial.
And what else am I doing? Sitting around in my trailer a lot and waiting for them to tell me it's time to come out on set and do something, which takes about 5 minutes. Then I go back in my trailer for 2 hours.
Don't make me wait. Don't make me wait.
The next commercial was a spoof on how celebrities are hard to recognize without their makeup.
I haven't seen any movie stars, have you?
I supposed to be like an actress up on a back lot, and I come to work looking like this, like schlumpy, and I go into my trailer, and a guy hands me a Pepsi, and when I come out of the trailer, I'm transformed.
Where is she?
Where's that script?
And action, everybody. She comes out looking devastating, and the ladies are happy because they've seen the Cindy Crawford that they know and love.
After 4 days, over 10 outfits, 7 hairstyles, and I don't know how many cans of Pepsi, the director called it a wrap. We're done. We just finished. I'm out of here. I'm flying to New York tonight on the red eye. Well, now you know. There's more to commercials than meets the eye. This season brings us the Summer Olympics. Its competitions will be watched almost as intently as the presidential race. We caught up with one of the Olympics' true stars, swim team captain Dara Torres.
I love competing. Go to all the workouts and do all the aerobics and the running and the weights, but once you go to a swim meet and you stand up against, you know, the top people in the country or the top people in the world, that's my favorite thing. My first Olympic victory, I won a gold medal in 1984, and I was 17 at the time. I don't know, I was so young, I just kind of did it, you know? After the 1988 games, I was very burned out. I hung up my suits, and I thought it would be for good. But after a couple years of absolutely not touching the water, I think I just really missed it and just thought I hadn't done what I was capable of doing, so I just decided to give it another try. We swim around 5,500 and 7,500 meters a day, which is roughly around 4 to 6 miles. We do cross training, we do aerobics, we do stadium stairs. I normally run these. I normally do 100 of them, but I hurt my ankle, so I have to walk them. When you're doing stadiums, you have to be motivated, think about the Olympics in order to do them because they're so hard and they're kind of a drag. I take weights really seriously and try to lift as much as I can. With the shape I'm in now, it's nice to be able to put on an aerobics outfit or any kind of, you know, exercise outfit and not go, oh my God, you know, my fat here, my fat there. People wanting to be in shape really has brought out the fashion sense in workout clothes. Workouts are real intense. Once I leave the pool, though, I kind of try to have another life. If I were just to think about swimming all day and all night, that would just drive me nuts. This is my all-time favorite picture. It kind of reminds me of when I swim or like before a race, I stand behind my block and I look down a lane and I just see nothing but water. I always used to get scared, like, oh my God, there's so-and-so swimming next to me, or there's that person, you know, but now I just try to, you know, concentrate on my race and not worry about who I'm swimming against. Because maybe they're going, oh my God, there's Dara, you know?
Good luck, Dara. Coming up, we'll look at surfboard style, an unusual new clothing line, and a peek at anti-chic that could only belong to the Beastie Boys. But first, we're going to take a glimpse at some things you'll want, no need, to beat the summer heat.
And live rock and roll. If you can identify these 3 videos, Zoo TV becomes UTV. Win MTV's U2 and U2 contest, and we'll beam a live satellite feed of Zoo TV to your living room. And when we beam your mug back to the concert, your house will be in the house on the Zoo TV screens. And MTV VJ and crew will be on hand to cover you watching and starring in Zoo TV. To enter, identify these 3 YouTube videos on a postcard with your name, address, telephone number, and age, and send it to MTV's U2 and U2 contest, P.O. Box 1211, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101. To win, you must identify all 3 videos correctly. Hope you paid out too, baby.
MTV's House of Style is brought to you by Finesse Hairspray, the hold that loves to be held.
Now, hair that style can be beautiful to touch. The Finesse Styling Collection. Each has a touch of conditioner, so if you need a little hold or a lot, your style stays touchably soft.
Sometimes you need
Spritz, gel, mousse, spray. Get the hold that loves to be held.
Nothing can stop Batman's return. Now at McDonald's, Batman Returns is a dramatic series of 32-ounce collector cups straight from the summer's biggest movie. On top, there's a fine Frisbee Bat Disc lid. Inside, a superheroic serving of a large soft drink. You can collect all 6 Batman Returns cups, each at a special price. Because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today. What do you want?
The Friday entertainment section in the Mercury News. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe now and get 45% off the regular subscription rate. Call 1-800-870-NEWS. The Mercury News, the Bay Area's best.
Streetlight Records. Wake up!
Streetlight Records, the Bay Area's best selection of new and used CDs, records, and tapes at the best prices. At Streetlight Records, you can sell or trade your CDs for the highest dollar paid. Give the gift of music with a Streetlight gift certificate. Streetlight Records, 3 locations, San Francisco, San Jose.
Get ready for fun. It's Playboy's private collection video, free with your paid subscription to Playboy magazine. Your Playboy video is filled with the most beautiful visions you've ever viewed on your VCR. And every month you'll get a great new issue of Playboy. You'll get our famous pro and college football issues, plus fantasy, fiction, fashion, humor, interviews, and music. That's almost 50% off the cover price. So call to order Playboy and receive your Playboy private collection video free. Call 1-800-641-4488.
The MTV half-hour comedy hour is up next.
Welcome back to House of Style. I'm still in Central Park enjoying a beautiful day. When most people think of towels, they think of drying themselves off, not dolling themselves up. But there's a whole new way to look at terry cloth. Check it out.
Cloth terry is basically a cloth that has loops built on the surface. French terry is actually officially the back of the fabric. The world of French terry really began with terry toweling. Translated now to apparel, one doesn't need the weight and the absorbency. I believe it's coming back because of the move towards all this active sportswear. In the 60s, it was always casual. This time around, it's going to be much more decorative, much more dressy. There's many style ideas that can be utilized. It's a great material for summer because of the use of cotton. Cotton fabric being very, very absorbent is always very comfortable to the skin. Terry is worn by everyone. It's in the locker room, it's in the boudoir, it's on the beach. It is an all-American fabric.
And terry cloth looks great too. Summer's a time when surfers with boards of all shapes and sizes come out to ride the Big Kahuna. But did you know there's a whole science and art behind making the boards? Well, you're about to find out.
Just like fashion, you know, what your friends are wearing and everything like that. It goes for surfing just as well. You know, you want the cool board or the cool shaper. And it's important, you know, like I said, you got to have the right equipment.
Surf or die. You got to surf or die.
There is no one popular board. I think what's always important to remember is that you want to get the board that's best for you and also best for the conditions of where you're going to be surfing the most. A board is a board, and there's a lot in the technology and how it's constructed and everything else. But the word out there is who's shaping your boards.
A surfboard shaper is somebody that shapes surfboards. Each person needs to have a different style of surfboard. So what I do is try to make sure that that style of surfboard goes to the right surfer.
The board is an extension of the person. If he wants a certain type of board, he'll communicate with the shaper and gets exactly what he wants.
The equipment plays a big part in surfing. I'd say maybe 30 to 50% of someone's success might come from the surfboard he rides.
Well, we glass surfboards. The shaper can shape it because it's soft, and then the glass comes along and puts a shell on it. A hard shell which holds it together.
If you didn't sand them, the board wouldn't ride as good. You would probably cut yourself on all this stuff, and I just clean it all up and get it smoother because it gives it a satin finish, almost a semi-gloss appeal. And people like shiny things.
A great surfboard is basically one that you're going to have the most fun on.
I'll just stay on land, thank you. The former brats of rap, the Beastie Boys, seem to symbolize anti-chic, but their refusal to make a fashion statement has become a fashion statement. In fact, Mike D is part owner in a specialty shop in LA called Extra Large. We caught up with the guys to find out their ideas about style.
We're standing in Extra Large store in East Hollywood, California. This is, the shop you guys have been hearing about. Mike D's store, Beastie Boys.
We have no style.
They could be whatever sneakers you want. We prefer the classics here.
We got the old school sneakers here too. Old school means basically they ain't making them anymore.
We like the way these fit, like the way they feel, help us jump high when we play a nice game of basketball.
Not to mention a nice little sexy show.
Nice game of dominoes, relaxing. I'm wearing an outrageously stylish outfit today. What you have, what we call pants. The bigger they are, the better they are. And this is called a shirt. Some people call it a t-shirt.
What's cool about t-shirts like this one Conard, it's like the brand name that you're, familiar with. It's like kind of industrial, but then it's got fresh, like kind of color graffiti thing.
It's about taking whatever you find and making it work. Right, that's one rule. The second rule is there are no rules. A lot of the stuff that we're into, it's not like stuff that you can get anywhere. You gotta kind of search and seek, that's part of like the whole thing of wearing it. I would say our most stylish moment is probably like after the shows, the whole band, like we all hit the showers together. That's when it gets really stylish. The sod color, a lot of people compare it to AstroTurf. The key is finding those original, very functional, utilitarian, beautifully functional designs.
You never can shake where you come from, you know what I mean? And I guess maybe that's, just what we are. We like, we wear them because that's what we always wear. And I like that. I appreciate that about myself.
Hey, Adam, I appreciate that about you, too.
That about wraps it up for this edition of House of Style. We'll be back in August when I'll give you a few tips on how to stay fit without going crazy. See ya!
Don't miss Flashback MTV tonight at 7:30. Stay tuned for the half-hour comedy hour. It's next on MTV.